This picture right here, this is you and Kristen Stewart, is that correct? Mm-hmm. And you're actually, you're dating her, is that, am I right about that?
I've been so kind of cryptically avoiding this question throughout the entire
Oh,
tour.
bite me. What do I care? What can you tell me about this best black dresses? What do you know about that? You're from London, is that correct? Went to school there?
Yes.
Yeah. And started acting early. Is that when it happened?
Early-ish, like 16, I think.
Yeah. And do you do an American accent? You have to do an American accent, right?
Yeah.
And how do you do that?
I don't know. My American accent's so strange, and a lot of people say I'm not even doing one anyway in the movies. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. It just seemed like the voice that comes out when the first time you read the script, and I'd never really gone to a dialect coach or anything.
Really, but the key to it, everything gets flattened out in an American accent, doesn't it? Yeah,
it's true, and it's quite. So it makes it a little bit more difficult to, well, for me anyway, to kind of emote more. It's quite difficult to find it difficult to shout.
Yeah, I think it would be odd to act with a different accent than your own.
It does. It makes you feel. Having an American accent makes you feel like you're in a movie more. Whenever I speak in English, I always feel like I'm kind of pretending.
Although the American perspective, I think you hear that British or English accent, and you really think, ooh, now there's an actor. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It's funny because there's so many more English people in LA since the first time I've gone there. I mean, it's unbelievable. Yep. Every year there's 50 times as many.
Now, why is that, you suppose? Yeah, a lot of Australians also. I wish they'd knock that off.
I don't know. I mean, it's strange because I mean, I can understand where they come from England because there are no jobs in England. There's no film industry, so that's why they go over there.
Have we heard your American accent? And were you using a little of it in there or not?
Right now?
No, this is mine. This is my American accent. Yes, that's it. That's it. What is yours?
Mine's like sidewalk. Candy.
Candy.
Candy's always the key word.
Now this movie is going to be enormous. Don't you think it's going to be huge? And the novels and the young girls and the vampires. Can anybody explain that?
I certainly can't. I mean, I've kind of. I've been asked it so many times, like, what is the appeal? Did you ever see it being so successful? Right. I never did. I mean, I always try to look at the negative aspects of a character when you're playing them, and so I've never seen him as Edward as this ideal man who would be, you know, it's all about Edward and Bella's relationship being this perfect relationship, and I've kind of never seen why it is, really.
Well, I'll tell you my own experience with this, and maybe it's universal, maybe it's not. I was alone one time in a house way out west, and I was awakened in the middle of the night by something shooting around my head, and I turned on the lights, and it was a bat. And I'm telling you, I thought it was creepy that a bat was flying around, and I can imagine what a 16-year-old girl would think of a bat flying around in her bedroom. I would think she would think that would be creepy as well. So, you know, add that up for me.
I guess. I mean, I wish I could think of a relevant point to that, but I mean, it's kind of. Yeah.
Well, we don't have that kind of time, but I appreciate the attempt nonetheless. Let's show a clip. You know what we're going to see here, Robert?
We're seeing, I think, the finale of the movie where I'm fighting with the Volturi, who are the kind of most powerful coven of vampires in the world, fighting because I initially try and commit suicide, and then I change my mind afterwards, and they still want to do it.
Wow. And this is actual footage?
I assume.
Let's take a look. This is the Twilight Saga, New Moon. Wow. Wow. Sidewalk. Candy. Let's try it again. Here we go. It opens on Friday. Very cool. Very cool. It's the Twilight Saga. New Moon opens Friday. Robert Pattinson. Pleasure to meet you, Robert. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you for being here. We'll be right back with Ray Davies, everybody.